Where are you?
In space.
Mm-hmm.
It is in another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I am a guide. I have always been a guide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stay in one place. I move in between, in the in-betweens. I seek new places. I explore new places. I watch and protect and move in and out. I help the light.
Mm-hmm.
I help the light. I help the light penetrate through the small cracks where they can't go.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to go ahead and begin to penetrate through one of those cracks to see where it is that you go. When she's sleeping, when she's feeling tired, where is it?
It is in the crystal place.
Mm-hmm.
She has her crystals there. She is the crystals there.
Mm-hmm.
She recharges there.
Describe this place for me.
She used to guard this place forever. She was a guardian of this crystal place. She was massive, big boulder. She was a sentinel in this place, very masculine. Protect the inside crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Always watching the outside to protect the inside. But she stopped being a sentinel. She fell in love with one of the colors that the crystals emanated. But
What color is that?
the crystal was purple pink. It represented love. But he knew he couldn't venture into that crystal place because that was not what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to protect. And so he followed his duty, and he kept doing that for for eons and eons of time. And when she's asleep, she now can go inside the crystals where she was once protecting it, because she is no longer in that role of protector and watcher. She learned somehow, I don't know, the color purple and pink that she fell in love with, that she had to become or be. That color changed her cosmetic, her DNA, her role.
Yes. Did she give anything up when she changed?
She wasn't as heavy and stagnant as she used to be, but she still thinks that she is.
So is that why she's feeling so heavy all the time, that she cannot move?
because she keeps taking, she thinks that she still has to be a watcher and a protector.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what she has to do anymore. She did that for eons and eons and eons of time.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have to. She's transcended that. She learned that just because you have a particular role doesn't mean that that role is indefinite. Things are always changing, always
So,
moving.
so has that role influenced what type of body she chose in this lifetime?
Yes, she she's an empath. She feels every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it's kind of funny, but her fat cells are protecting her.
Mm-hmm. What are they protecting her from?
um, all the negative things that she doesn't know how to release, they sit in her fat cells.
Mm-hmm.
And they, believe it or not, the little fat cells are transmuting to
Mm-hmm.
their best of their ability so that her nervous system, the electrical bolts, don't get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So she's been talking bad about her fat cells for a long time, hasn't she?
She's silly.
Mm-hmm.
um, she, so this comes from her always being a protector, always being the the guardian, this bigger than life, impenetrable entity where strength is it. And so in this world and translates into muscle, and she has more fat than muscle, so she's not used to that.
Ah, okay. So what would you like to tell her about her constant barrage of insults that she gives herself about her looks?
You've already tried something new. She, part of this is, I think, in every life that she's experienced, she's been a soldier, she's been
Mm-hmm.
a sentinel, she's been some kind of guardian of something.
Mm-hmm.
And this body is soft and playful and
Mm-hmm.
short. You just want to squeeze it and hug it. And that makes her uncomfortable because it feels like as though it's weakness,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not weakness. It's a different kind of strength. Um, it's she's learning the inner strengths of the crystal world, um, which she hasn't experienced fully yet.
Mm-hmm. Is that to come in the future?
It's already here. It's she just and she taps into it because she knows it's there, and it even changes her color. So she learned from the pink and the purple, and she learned from her sentinel black, and the sentinels were black and deep blue. And
Mm-hmm.
her color now almost looks like a turquoise, blue-green, white radiance. So she taps into it because she knows that's hers, but she keeps wanting to go back to what she's used to.
Mm-hmm.
So she tortures herself with it.
So if she's always been a guardian, a sentinel, someone who protects, why is it that she chose her life to be the way it is right now?
When she was, or she has been, the guardian and the sentinels, she took a lot of harm, and this is about healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the softer energies, the healings, the greens, the greens.
Mm-hmm.
And Raphael, he's teaching her how to transmute into the crystals and send it out. So it's a learning process from her, still from the crystal worlds, but learning a different role. She can't do that as a sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be lighter. She has to shed the shell. Um,
Take a look at this shell now, because you see, there are times when things that are very strong need to release their shell. Take, for example, the lobster. In order for a lobster to grow, it needs to completely release its shell. And for a time, that lobster is exposed, but it's growing, and it grows a new shell. So I want you to take a look and see at what point she is right now. Is she in the point of shedding her shell?
Yes. So in the beginning, when the exercise began with the floating helium balloons,
Mm-hmm.
she had a vision of a split between her spirit and the body.
Mm-hmm.
She's already transcended, but she's still tied to the past. And the reason we showed the plane is because it's a metaphor. She feels safe within that encapsulated area.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she knows. She will very soon come out of her her lobster shell.
Mm-hmm.
She was waiting for confirmation.
All right, let's focus on that lobster shell and see what it is that she's carrying so heavy on that lobster shell right now that she wants to shed. Take a look at all of the insecurities that she has, all of those thoughts, the inhibitions. What is it this shell composed of that's protecting her?
The shell has um, she carries big wall. She carries a fortress.
Mm.
Um, it's a steel fortress again, as the steel is coming back. She carries this because the light inside those crystals we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
She's still learning how to use them and not how to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
So all she can do is keep protecting them. But the problem she's having is the light, her light is not shining through.
Mm-hmm. So is it necessary for her to carry such a very heavy fortress?
No, she needs to move away from the metals.
Mm-hmm.
And glass will work now. She still needs to be protected. She's still a little vulnerable.
All right. So let's do a little exercise right now. I'd like for you to find a nice place where you can sit with this very large steel shell. And I want you to begin feeling yourself as if it was a wave, a ripple, beginning to molt. Begin to feel the steel fortress unhinging, relaxing, and just rolling down towards your feet. Feel as it begins to loosen more and more. And tell me when it's completely released.
It's released.
Very good. And now we want to be able to find something that will protect. So we're going to ask Raphael to step through. And I'd like for him to go ahead and show you what kind of protection we need now.
Okay. He says that I am used to metals and I like metals because of my connection with the twin.
Mm-hmm.
But the metal to use is gold. He's showing me Metatron's cube. Is that right?
Yes.
He says to think about it, and it creates its own cage, but it isn't like the old fortress. It's divine.
Very good.
Oh, conductor. It is a conductor. The cube is a conductor.
All right.
And okay, and it will recharge, which is why I feel drained.
Beautiful. So I'd like for you to go ahead and see Metatron's cube in front of you now.
Mm.
And I want you to go ahead and begin seeing the energy coming from it now. You may even notice it moving.
Mm.
Tell me what
So
happens.
there's a purple light, deep, beautiful purple. My whole body feels less electrically charged. That's odd. It feels calm. Calm.
Beautiful.
Mm.
So I'd like for you to use that energy and just engulf your whole body in it.
It feels like a blanket.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like for you to make this gold impenetrable but paper thin, knowing that this gold is very special. Feel the lightness of it.
Mm. Okay. It turned into a key.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the it they're saying just turn the key.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Turn the key.
What happens next?
Turn the key. Oh, there's a huge angel. He opened the top part of where I was standing. And he says, turn the key and look up. Look up. Okay. All is well. All is well.
So just breathe that in. Breathe that feeling of wellness. With every breath, go deeper. Go deeper. Feel that wellness penetrating every cell of your body. Deeper.
All is well. You don't have to be the message. It is what it is. Be at ease. You don't carry the load. It was not the load. It was the experience. It was the connection.
Very good. So now that we understand that connection, I want you to just view all of the connections that are in the lifetime of Mitzi. I want you to see each one as they're connected with her and her role in each of these people's lives. What has she been in all of these people's lives? Has she been the protector?
She has been the anchor.
Mm-hmm.
She has been the anchor of all the reality. She anchors their goodness when they forget.
Mm-hmm.
She anchors the best part of who they will become. Mm. She's their roadmap. All of
Mm-hmm.
them. All of them.
But by being the anchor and the roadmap,
Mm.
what is she to herself?
She's stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
She does not need to be doing this anymore.
Look how deep this anchor has settled in.
It is very, very long, deep rooted
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning. She set the intention to always guide, to always guide. But it's her turn now. It's her
Mm-hmm.
turn.
Guides can come in different forms. And this guide seems to need now to get herself ungrounded so she can fly.
Mm.
Let's begin to put some helium in that anchor.
Mm. She has a spirit guide, Z.
Mm-hmm.
She speaks to him quite often. He's a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
He floats in and out, in and out, in and out, and he helps her float in and out. She's beginning to ask for his help when she gets heavy, but she needs more.
All right. So let's begin to bring Z in now.
Mm.
And let's have Z pull that anchor out of that seabed that it's so
Mm.
deep and rooted.
Mm.
And let's bring all the others in, that all these guides that have been unemployed for so long. Show her all of these guides that have been waiting for her.
They're dancing.
Mm-hmm.
They are dancing.
Well,
It's time. Mm. She likes to do things herself.
mm-hmm.
I have tried, and I'm very patient with her. She has finally taken comfort just to rest for now, while we work. But she is learning to use her voice to ask. She's used to guiding, so she thinks she can guide, which she can, and she does it well. But she is on purpose blinded to her own mission, so she can experience what it's like for another one, for others. Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that she has learned her lesson already? Does she need to continue?
She does not need to continue.
Okay.
Her experiences with death, with true deep sorrow. Oh, she feels sorrow. When she's next to people, she feels their pain and their sorrow, and she connects and she transmutes, which is what Raphael's helping her. But even that work is heavy for her because she gets anchored again. So she's finding new ways, but she does not need to. She's she's young.
Mm-hmm.
She's young. She's very old, but she's very young. The paradox of the universe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She she travels a lot in her sleep, and she's many forms, which is why she gets tired too. She goes in and out of places. She fixes and does and moves, and she's always moving, even when which is why she likes the fortress. It it helps her to stay in one place, because if she tries to move, it's grounded. But she does not need the fortress anymore. She can just be without letting all the other things penetrate her surroundings.
So what can Mitzi do before she goes to sleep so that she can travel and go on her adventures, but when she wakes up in the morning, she could feel refreshed without needing equipment to keep her breathing at night?
So the key, she will have to, before she goes to sleep, turn the key. The key will open and create a protection, and still give her charge when she's sleeping. And she absorbs. She absorbs because that's what she does. And it's not, a barrier needs to be created between their sleep.
Show her what kind of barrier she can create now.
She can create a, it's a transparent wall. It's a transparent wall on the right side of the room, the whole side of the room. The window is on the right side, and the wall will help that energy flow out through the window,
Beautiful. Beautiful. So once she starts doing that, let's take a look at her nose to find out why the snoring, why the difficulty breathing. What's happening there?
Her throat area. We are working to open the area. Open the area. She hates teaching, but her words, she channels. She will channel and channel more and more. And the energy of the channeling, the lining is getting fortified to hold that energy.
Let's focus on that throat area. She says it feels like a ball. I want you to look at that ball and tell me what that ball is made out of.
It's scar tissue.
Keep going. Let's find out what created that scar.
Hanging. There was a hanging. She was opposing a monarchy. Monarchy. She was opposing a monarchy.
Okay. So let's take her to that moment. I want you to focus, go ahead and focus on that ball. And I'm going to count from 5 back to 1. With each number, I want you to focus on the pain of that hanging. 5. Keep focusing on it. 4. Make the pain intense. 3. Feel the rope. 2. Be there. And 1. Go deeper into it. Feel the moment now. What's happening?
They're hanging. They're hanging me. People are watching. I could feel my throat coming up. I feel nauseated. I feel like throwing up.
Okay. Feel what's throwing up. Feel it. What it is that you're throwing up. What's coming up?
It's anger.
Keep going.
It's pain. Oh, it's sadness.
Keep going. What else are you throwing up? Feel it coming up. Feel it.
It's loss. It's loss. Lots and lots of loss.
See the loss. See the loss in your mind. What do you lose?
I lost family. I lost a community. I lost hope.
Keep throwing it up.
I lost dignity. I lost humanity. I lost me. I lost All
Keep
of
going.
it.
Keep
I
going deeper
lost.
into it. Keep going deeper.
I lost the purpose.
Mm-hmm. Take a look and see where you lost yourself. Where are you? Look for that piece of you that's lost.
I lost it in the dungeons.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. I want you to look for yourself there.
I am.
Look for that piece.
Peace, where are you?
Find it. Find the part that you lost. Where is she?
She is in the fields.
Mm-hmm.
She is with her wife,
Mm-hmm.
watching the fields.
Mm-hmm.
She was at peace
Mm-hmm.
in that simple moment, in those simple moments. She felt at peace. She felt love.
Mm-hmm. So why has that part of her split away?
The people, the monarchy with their corrupt ways came and pillaged and killed, and I would not stand for it.
Mm-hmm. What is your name, please?
Joan.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah. I am
Mm-hmm.
male.
Mm-hmm.
I am male. I was very simple.
Mm-hmm.
But after this, there was nothing simple anymore. Rage, anger. I was going to take them down for all their corrupt ways.
Mm-hmm. What happened, Jonah?
I rallied people.
Mm-hmm.
I rallied. I am French.
Mm-hmm.
I rallied people. I spoke truths of the corruption. I educated myself on what was right and what was wrong. I had to learn to play their games, but they caught me at the end, and they tortured, and they tortured, and they hung me for speaking the truth.
Jonah, I want you to find that piece of you that has split away and bring it back.
I don't know how to, because
Find the cord. Find the cord. Find the cord. Reel it back in. Reel in that part of Jonah that is out in the fields.
It is them. They are my peace.
Mm-hmm. See if there's any other pieces that you split away.
Oh, I was ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was in pain.
Mm-hmm. Can you forgive yourself, Jonah, for not knowing that it would come to this?
I hurt so much, and every time she encounters authority, I rebel.
Yes.
I rebel, and she feels it, and she gets so angry, and she wonders where this anger is coming from, and she will do whatever it takes to bring them down to, but it's not her. No, it was her.
Can you forgive yourself, Jonah? Can you forgive them for not knowing any better? Take a look at that first.
It's hard to forgive them. I can forgive myself. I know the origins of the story.
Connect with their souls, Jonah. Connect with the monarchy. Connect with those.
They were playing parts too.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I understand.
What did you learn from that experience, Jonah?
I learned strength.
Mm-hmm.
I learned strength, and I'd learned here. I learned resilience.
Is that what she's trying to learn now?
Yes, yes. She is going to write her stone story. It's important, the story is important because the story is so many people. She's capturing the different kinds of resilience that is out there by highlighting the ugly, because overcoming this is what resilience means.
Mm-hmm.
This is why she is attracted to this topic.
And this seems to be why she's so good at teaching.
She doesn't think she is. She's funny. She's
Mm-hmm.
very funny.
So, Jonah, what advice do you give to Mitzi? Does she need to have that ball in her throat any longer?
No, 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 no. The intensity of emotions is not always the right vessel for the end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it will drive you to where you need to be, not necessarily where you have to go. This was Jonah's not biggest error, it was his learning point.
Mm-hmm.
His emotions drove change, yes, but he needed to stop there and rechannel. Instead, he let it consume.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels that, and her throat is a reminder of when she feels close to this to stop. It's her checkpoint. It's a
Mm-hmm.
checkpoint. It's a checkpoint.
So she doesn't need to worry about her throat any longer?
No, no, no. She does not need to have this anymore.
Let's put something in her throat in order for her to relieve all of that tension from Jonah's hanging. I want you to give me a color that represents healing.
Aquamarine.
All right,
Aquamarine.
so I'd like for you to simultaneously put that aquamarine into Jonah's throat and into Mitzi's throat. Allow it to feel the soothing sensation of healing. And now with this known, how does her future look as far as teaching is concerned?
She will stop for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She will be creating new methods of learning. This will be her task in the immediate moment. She's changing how people learn. She's extremely smart. She captures things very quickly and deconstructs them and constructs them and sends them out in ways that others understand. This will be the task. When that is done, she will teach again. She will teach in a new platform. She will teach about healing, healing self, healing others. She will be using plants and light. Oh, the elements. All the elements will come and assist. She will, it will be 6 years, when she will feel satisfied, and she will be at ease. She has work to do at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
6 years it will be. Mm.
What is the purpose for Mitzi's life this time around?
Oh, she is nourishing. Mm. The word
Mm-hmm.
transmutes is a big word in her theme of a life, transmute. She takes, and this is why she feels like a bridge. She takes from the dark, puts it in, and sends it out. She is still learning to do that from being a watcher for so long, and
Mm-hmm.
protector. New phase. She is she is transcending. She is transcending. She is transcending. She will teach others to do this in why she feels different. People have very different gifts. Her gifts are this mm, alchemy. Alchemy, yes, this is it. Alchemy is the right word.
So she's an alchemist.
Yes, alchemy, the elements, the four directions. This is what it is. When she thinks of anything, including her angels. All angels are positioned in the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west, and they stand there and they assist. And when she moves in the directions, that's who will come in.
Wonderful. Now, she's always felt very different from
Mm,
everybody.
mm,
She's felt down about it and very lonely.
mm.
Can you talk to her about this?
Yes, yes. She has always been a loner. She works. She, because she moves in and out of time and space. She does this by herself. She has always done this. It is her gift. She moves swiftly. Um, she is different because she is meant to be different. She, her purpose is to change old ways of thinking and make the new, like alchemy, make new. So she will never feel as though she fits because she does not fit. She does not. It is not her purpose to fit. It is her purpose to change.
Beautiful.
Change.
Now that she understands that moving forward,
Mm.
can she understand why the new job?
This job is good for her. She will create, which is what she likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
She will create. The team she will be in are very receptive to her creativities. We channel her words when she was there. We understand the other players and we channel it so that she fits better into this team. This team she will lead. They have a dean, they have a leader, but this is not the leader. She will lead the team. As always, she has led. She disguises herself often as something less than, again, on purpose, to pull, to keep a changing. Jonah did this as well, is infiltration to keep the bigger picture. She will continue to do this. And when that is complete, she will step back into teaching. Her degree, it will, she will finish it faster than she thinks. This is funny to us. She has always done this. She has always done this. She has, I don't know how many degrees she has, and she keeps doing this. She likes knowledge. She loves knowledge. Um, it feeds her soul. Her mind is constantly creating. It is constantly taking information. Um, it is um, it is a crystal. It is a crystal learning to uh, mm, change its DNA. It is learning to change its colors. It is learning to be a different kind of crystal. This is her.
What kind of crystal is she now and transforming into?
She is moving from the solid crystal energy into more of a vapor crystal.
Beautiful.
It is a vapor.
Wonderful.
Mm.
So let me ask you something, because she was looking forward to taking the hypnosis class, but it's been moved. Is there a reason why all of this is occurring at this time, all of this change?
Yes, yes. Change is here. Change is here. Mitzi saw Gaia in one of her meditate. She meditates quite a bit. She is very good. She saw Gaia. Uh, Gaia was changing. Gaia was also transforming, and her life energy was becoming robotic. The life energy of the earth itself was becoming robotic. The helpers, all the light workers, are building bridges and pulling her essence from this earth and transforming, helping her transform to the new place, to the new earth. This is what we are here to do. This madness of the virus, yes, this is part of that as well. We are digging deep in the roots to pull every essence of Gaia so she is not fragmented. She will be whole. It is needed. It is pulling the weeds.
How is this virus having anything to do with this change of Gaia?
Yes, this virus is not new. It is very, very, very old. It has always existed. Its original purpose was to cause change in the old ways of being. But it got deep seated in, and it is coming out when Gaia is transforming. Think of it a root system. When the flower needs to repot, the seed, the roots come with it, and some of that soil also comes with it. And so this is what you see. It will go away. It will go away. But it served a purpose of also shaking that negativity from Gaia. Unfortunately, um, um, it the humans will feel this because we are in the same space and in the same time, and we must experience this for her.
How long will this last?
It is September. September. It will be. You would go away, and it will not come back. It is done. It is done. It is an old program meant to do well for change. It no longer needs to be here. This was just the change that was occurring. It is just a change. It is very sad because many people are taking it very personal. People are dying, but they chose this for Gaia, and it is okay. It is okay. It is creating a new, not program. It is no longer a program. It is creating a new reality. Old things will not serve you. Old things, old people, old ways will not. If you think of what is happening now, education is changing the way people work. are changing. You and I are here communicating, and yet it is like though we are one in a room.
Mm-hmm.
There is no need for such old, archaic ways. This is allowing for new thought process to emerge. New players will come. The young will learn to be more receptive of old ways. Old ways are important. Ancestry, this is important. This is what our children are learning at the moment, to look to the past and embrace, while the older are learning to trust in the future. The roles are changing. The young are becoming the old, and the old are becoming the young.
Interesting. So you say until September, this is the change.
Mm.
Is this the new Earth, or is that something different?
So yes, it is a parallel. It is a parallel. What is what is above is below. Yes, as a new Earth is being created. It has already been created, but as we are experiencing it, the Earth is experiencing the changes, and we must, everyone must start changing, because if not, it will be very difficult to be here in this old earth, in this old way of being. You will still have light workers coming to assist, but the path will be very difficult. Why? Why do they stay? All is in the divine, correct? Yes. They stay because they are learning various lessons. They are learning lessons. Everyone is in a different time, but it is all the same.
So will there be people that will be on the new Earth and people who will be on the old Earth?
Yes, there are some that are already there. Mitzi, she builds, she will build bridge with this new person on purpose. Examples, take turns to help people walk the bridge to the new place. And they will, the workers will stay to help move people to the new earth. There are already people there. There are already people there.
How will we know that we're on the new Earth?
And it is a feeling. It is a feeling. It is a feeling. It is. It is a sentiment that things are divine. It is when you wake up and you see there is happiness, and there is joy, there is God, there is infinity. This is when you know you are there. There are people. Mitzi is one. She moves back and forth in this place, which is sometimes difficult for her because she thinks it's her imagination. But it's not her imagination. It is real. People are, and she moves back and forth because she needs to help people to this new place. Not everyone will come, and again, it is because they are learning their lessons. Gaia is also transcending in the same way that Mitzi is becoming a vapor crystal. Gaia is transcending to become something else. Oh, how lovely she is. The sun is assisting very much. The sun is her counterpart. The sun.
Beautiful. So the new Earth is not a place, it's a feeling.
It is a feeling. It is a physical location, yes, but it is in a different, best way to say, it is in a different dimension, dimension. And because it is in a different dimension, best way to locate, like compass, is to feel.
So when you are feeling blissed out, for example, would you be on the new earth?
If you are feeling calm and at ease and peaceful, you are in the new earth. Here is why. When one is blitzed out, as you put it,
Mm-hmm.
emotions like Jonah's are enraptured. This is the wrong story.
Mm-hmm.
It is about being in the moment.
Beautiful.
Mm.
That sounds wonderful. Why did you bring Mitzi to this session today?
Hmm. She is lovely. She has, she needed to hear that she is a worker of the light and she is beautiful. She needed to hear that she has a purpose and it was correct. She needed to hear that all these magical things that she thinks are true. She needed to heal Matt. She needed to heal and see her children and her mother and her ancestors. She needed confirmation.
Has she received all of that today?
Yes.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that you would like to tell Mitzi?
It is done.
5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back, my dear.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Wow. Do you remember everything?
Yes. I felt like there was 100 people in the room.
Well, they probably were.
Yes,
All of those unemployed angels you've had.
I and I felt like they were also very different. I could hear their accents change too. That was kind of freaky.
Wow, that's great. You did a fantastic job.
Oh, I didn't do anything. That was them. This oh, thank you, Alba.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome. It
you.
was fantastic. Would you want to share some of this, taking out any personal stuff?
Yes, I think so. I feel like I think before I was very hesitant, be like, oh God, people are gonna see me. What are they gonna? But I think so. I think this is good. I think if there are others like me, just like you,
Yeah.
then yeah,
And how did it work out with being online?
it was beautiful. So I was at first I was like, I was okay. Why? Because I there's different ways of doing the same thing. So I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to feel you, but I felt you
Me too.
anyway.
I'd like to give you a big hug too.
Yeah, I was like I wanted to feel her, and I felt very honored to even meet you. I mean, I came across your site and I could not stop listening. And I did not know why. I don't even know how. It just happened. And I thought, this is wonderful. And your work. And I was very blessed because I had been trying and I thought, it's not going to be. And I said, no, it's going to happen. And it did. And I was very blessed. Thank
Well, I appreciate you taking the opportunity to do it online rather than me have to wait for a few months to get back to you.
you.
So, would you recommend this to other people doing it
Oh,
online with me?
absolutely. I think you have to be open to all of it and let it just be. And I am pretty sure it's the same feeling as though we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that came out in your session is that you have to embrace change, right?
Absolutely.
So, do you feel that perhaps this was the first thing that you did?
It's kind of funny now that I think about it. I was like, in very Mitzi fashion, yes.
There you go.
And it was, yeah, yes, the work is still being done in different ways, and
Yeah.
it is absolutely just as powerful. So, yes, I would
Wonderful.
recommend this. And I felt safe and in my home, and that was perfect.
There you go. We all have to change. And,
Yeah.
even though I love to be traveling and I love to be able to hug you personally, but we all have to be open to change. And I'm glad you did.
Thank you. Oh, I was so excited. I feel all giggly.
Good, good. So, yeah, it was great. It was great meeting you and talking with you, and I think this
Thank
was
you.
pretty successful,
Thank
you
you.
know?
Oh, I hope I have more opportunities, and I'm pretty sure I will.
Yeah.
Just to be with you and keep learning and keep working. And
Well, if you're going to take the class, the
yes,
introspective hypnosis class, we'll spend a whole week together.
yes, I'm looking forward to it. I know it will happen.
Terrific. All right. Well, it
Thank
was
you.
great having this, and I hope I get to meet you soon. Okay?
Likewise. Thank you,
All
Alba. I
right.
appreciate everything. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.